of the Yangtze River, the Xinjiang, that impinges on me the most. It's the third greatest river in the world, but it feels far more forceful than the Nile or the Amazon. Flowing from beyond the snowfields in Tibet right through China and down to Shanghai, it irrigates more than a quarter of China's arable land and nurtures 1/6 of the Earth's population.
The vicious character of this conflict has shocked and frustrated the world. But perhaps this situation is as much a microcosm of the greater divide between the West and Arab world. Chasar a mavalca sí a baile agus casas 10,000 Shir o Santa Cruz go goráiste de Mofio.
Geographically, I'm nearer to Delhi, to Kabul, to Tehran, even to Moscow than I am to Beijing. And culturally, so are the people. Just look at their faces, the clothes, the customs. This is China in name only. Culturally, it couldn't be further from it.
You expect us to be somehow special, different.
Well, you were. I mean, you carried the whole burden of World War II. Then, as you said, throughout 1956,
Right,
70s, 80s, you kept that burden.
So you already know this.
Yeah, we already know who you are now. And you're saying we're normal, we're nothing special.
We are grandchildren of these guys who, you know...
The fireplace becomes a bridge between my friends and I. I attempt, in my bad Chinese, to explain that in Ireland also, the fireplace was once the centre of the household. Clearly, it would not have done to suggest that the heroic Ernie could have made so grave an error. If the sisters seem a little too magnanimous, it should be remembered that these recollections are Ernie's. I can't imagine that even two such amiable ladies as my great-grandmother and her sister could have been so gracious as to overlook one's house guest shooting one through the face, even if it was accidental.
The language for a long time was considered a linguistic dinosaur and was almost wiped out by German, Greek and Latin. Now it is the greatest source of pride and unity for the Hungarian people, as well as being the greatest barrier to closer relations with their neighbours.
The Beijing government has plans for Xinjiang province. Since the 1960s, tens of millions of Han Chinese have been shipped out here from the east of the country to settle the barren desert. Not only has Xinjiang a plentiful supply of land in an overpopulated country, but much of the desert is rich in oil, energy and minerals, which could sustain China for decades. Fi friamdíobh rathrig an saoil le tachna dúir de sóirí. Dathrig an dáta der sílam. Tanismo cemento en ese año.
Cemento.
Ah, sí.
Asfalto. Ustedes mucho.
Cuando hay turistas hay cemento.
Ah, mucho cemento y mucho asfalto por hoteles.
Who fled in fear to the north of the island in 1974. Thomas, the Hungarian UN soldier posted here, told me that though we had driven 45 minutes from Nicosia to get here, in fact, it was only 10 minutes away.
If it is said that every tinker has his horse, then surely every nomad is entitled to his camel. If you were of the type of mind that wanted to divide things, the whole Middle East could be divided into two halves. And then are driven in trucks from there to this marketplace. Revolution is an odd thing. Its very name suggests glory and heroic deeds, and of course, violence.
Although this market is alien to my Western sensibilities, it's also oddly reassuring to know that we haven't completely banished the chaos. And that right now, somewhere in the world, something is happening that I don't understand. But that is a story for another day.
I'm going down the road. I'm going down the road. I'm going down the road and I don't know where I'm going to. I'm going down the road.